Welcome to an example in which we're saying the heights of adult men in America are normally distributed with a mean of 69.6 inches and standard deviation 2.63. That means the average man in America is 69.6 inches tall. Standard deviation is like how much difference there is from man to man on average. The heights of adult women in America are normally distributed. We'll talk more about that later. The average for women is shorter, of course, 64.2, and the standard deviation is 2.51. There's some variation among women as well. Okay, so if a man is 6 foot 3 inches tall, what is his z-score? And if a woman is 5 foot 11, what is her z-score? And who is relatively taller? Meaning, the whole point of this question is, hey, a 6 foot 3 inch man, that's pretty tall. And compared to other men, he's definitely taller than the average man. He's going to stand out as tall. Now, a 5 foot 11 inch woman, that's a tall woman. She's going to stand out as taller than the average woman. Which one is more extremely tall compared to their gender? Is the man like stand out more compared to other men, or does the woman compared to other women? Whenever you're trying to compare somebody with their group to compare two different groups, that is z-score. That's what z-score is all about. All right, so how do we do it? So we got to take this 6 feet and 3 inches, and we got to convert it to straight inches. So that's 6 times 12 plus 3. You see how I'm getting that? Because every foot has 12 inches, huh? So each of these 6 foot has 12 inches in it. So 6 feet, each having 12 inches, 6 times 12, add the 3 inches, and you'll get, what's that, 70, 75. So the man is 75 inches tall. Let's do the same thing for the woman down here. She's 5 feet 11 inches. So say that we have to convert to pure inches. We don't want a mix of feet and inches. It'll mess us up. Why? Well, because everything else is just straight inches. See how that's inches, that's inches, that's inches, and that's inches. Everything else is just straight inches. So we got to get the feet out of there. So 5 feet 11 inches, that's 5 times 12, right? Plus 11, because each of her 5 feet has 12 inches in it, plus 11. So what do we get? 60, 71. She's 71 inches tall. Okay, now everything's in pure inches. He's 75 inches tall. She's 71 inches tall. Now we can go get the z-score off the z-score calculator. Okay, so I'm going to switch the view here. And okay, so go to the home page of our Canvas course, click on the right here, the online calculator. Here it is. Let me go back to this. Okay, so you see this. This is what you'll first see. See z-score, number 4 there? We're doing z-score, so click on number 4, z-score. Okay, see what it says here. It says enter any 3 of them, leave the 4th blank, and hit calculate. This is super nice what Mr. Green did here. So x, mu, and sigma. Now, we haven't talked much about those. Yeah, let me go back and be helpful to you. Yeah, that is my job. So, okay. So yeah, so what is this all about? So, for the man, this this is the x for the man. X is his height, and the mu is is the mean. I know it might seem weird I'm saying mu. You might say, that's a U, Mr. Heron. Why what are you, a cow? You're saying moo. No, it's actually mu. It's a Greek letter. It's not really a U. It's a Greek M, really. See how it kind of looks like an M? Whatever. I'm not gonna. Well, you probably should get to know because we're gonna use it all semester long. It's pronounced mu. It's a Greek M. It looks like a U, and the M means mean, average. So whenever you see U, it's really a mu M for mean. And what is the mean for the man? Right there. The mean is for the man for men. The average height for men is 69.6. And the, what is it, S? Standard deviation for men, right here, standard deviation is 2.63. So that's for the man. And then for the woman, this is the X for the woman. That's her value, her height. And then the mu for women, which means mean, for women is right there, 64.2, right? For women, that's the average height for women, mean. And the standard deviation for women is 2.51. So we have these three values for women. We have these three values for men. Let's go back to the z-score calculator. All right, so here we are. So we'll put in the X. We'll do the min first. 75. The man is 75 inches tall. The mean, the mu, the average for men is 69.6. And that little squiggle, that's a sigma. That's a Greek S. So that's 2.63 for the min. Then you say calculate, and it's going to fill in the z-score right there. Calculate, there's a z-score, 2.0532. 2.0532. Okay, now let's do the woman. So for the woman, we change the X. The woman's height was 71 inches. Her mu, her average, the average for all women is 64.2. And the sigma, that's a Greek S is what that. No, it looks like a zero or something, but it's a Greek S. For the average for women was 2.51. I mean, the standard deviation for women was 2.51. Now when I hit calculate, well, I got to get rid of this. You got to get rid of that Z, right? Because you gotta leave the fourth blank and then hit calculate. 2.7092. 2.7092. So 2.7092. Okay, so now let's go back. All right, so again, this S is the same as sigma. And this S is sigma. It's a Greek S. It's like an O with a little squiggle at the top. It's a Greek S called sigma. And we'll use it all semester long. All right, anyway, I filled in the Z value. The Z value for the men was 2.0532. The Z value for the women was 2.792. Now the question is, who's bigger compared to their group? Is the man taller compared to other men, or is the woman taller compared to other women? Well, the answer is the woman because she has a bigger Z score. The woman, she's 2.7092. That's bigger than 2.0532. What the Z score means, let me just give you the real life feel. Z score is the number of standard deviations from the middle. In other words, standard deviation is the typical amount. Like, in other words, like for men, the average man is 69.6 inches tall, but not every man is exactly average. Some are taller, some are smaller. How far off the middle are they typically? That's what the standard deviation is, 2.63 inches. So most men are either taller or shorter than the average by 2.63 inches. Some more, some less, but that's the average distance from the middle. So Z-score is a measure of how many standard amounts you're off the middle. So the man is 2.05 standard amounts. Like he's two full jumps, 2.05 full jumps taller than average compared to other men. But the woman, she's almost three, 2.7. She's almost three full jumps. She really is a tall woman compared to other women. She's almost three standard amounts, 2.7, taller than the typical woman. She really stands out compared to other women. She's more extremely tall compared to other women than the man is compared to other men. That's what z-score is, number of standard deviations from the middle for your group, I should say. For your group. That way we can compare one group to another. And so there we go.